Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane and welcome back to another RozVlog. So, it's been 4 months since I've uploaded a video. I am truly deeply sorry that I have not been uploading since that day that I left. And I mean, like, you saw like a huge halt of videos on my library. And then there was a Roz on Break video, which I've taken down. Well, not really taken down, it's just unlisted. So if you did find a link to it, by all means, go ahead, check it out. It's not really much. But this is the video that should cover up the Roz on Break video to kind of provide updates. And it's kind of like the Roz on Break videos are kind of like those stopping videos, like where it stops the flow and then it just updates you guys on what's to come when I come back. And I'm back, so I can re-update you guys and probably provide you new things that I might be talking about that's being seen in this summer, and hopefully for the next winter and hopefully the next summer in general, but mostly this summer at the very least. And yeah, I want to get through this really quickly today because there's a lot to talk about. And before I go into this, I did want to try to make this video before today's update or upload. Today was Monday, today is Monday, the last day of April 2018. But I wanted to upload it during the weekend, but I was so busy, and then I ended up like not doing it the weekends of. So yeah, I came back 2 days before this day, so it's like I had time to do things, but I was doing something else because they were important. They were more like emergency kind of thing than what I'm doing now, or until today. So like, or until last night, whatever it is. Anyways, let's get into it right away. So let's start off with some bad news. So there are 2 bad news on my list, one of which is the partnership to YouTube. I am no longer partnered with YouTube. I am not super sad, and I mean, you guys don't probably care as much, to be honest. Unless you do care, then I don't know you that well. But in general, I am no longer partnered, meaning that all ads on the channel is gone. They are on a halt. The money, I think, behind this channel is kind of on halt because it never hits the threshold ever. It never hits the threshold. And now the requirements for the new partnership is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of monthly view. I don't, or 4,000, yeah, 4,000 hours, yeah. So I don't know if I'll ever achieve it, I'll say that much. The second requirement, I think, is the more heavier one than the first one. 1,000, yeah, sure, okay, fine. Like, I'm not far from that. But 4,000 hours in a month is ridiculous. I think I only have about a quarter of that amount in this past month, I think. I don't know, I've been realizing that there's some views that are coming into my channel. I'm not entirely sure why or how, but in general, I've been trying to kind of have like a low-key sort of have this channel be watched over with while I'm away still. But of course, people want new content and people want new things. Or people want a finale of some of the games that I've been playing. So I've been wanting to sort of finish some of the games, but it's just I've kept freaking getting held back by the games being itself not done yet. So I don't know. Eventually that will be the thing. But in general, yeah, no more ads. I've started out this channel without ads. I mean, I'm not worried by all means. Like 3 years before I like started monetizing and also even partnering with YouTube, and then I only had like a year and a half or so to partner with YouTube, and then they cut me out. So it's like it was really short. I think a year, and I think it's 2 years. I think almost 2 years by this point. Yeah, so about almost 2 years they cut me out, which was kind of like sad, but and I was disappointed at first. But I think that I started to think about the grind and like just how fun it is to work hard rather than care about the thing that you got. So whoopee-ki-yay. So yeah, in general, that would be that. I don't think it's really of a bad news for anyone, to be honest, because it was announced it was announced ahead before they actually cut you out of it. So it was just yeah. Moving on to the second bad news. Next summer, I'm going way ahead of myself. next summer, I might not be recording for the summer. I will probably be busy doing something else. I have another thing I'm planning on working on, not related to YouTube, but related to my career, my future career. And I wanted to focus on my career versus YouTube, because YouTube isn't the great place at the moment for like being a career. YouTube is not a career for sure. It could be a job by all means, but it cannot be a career for me, because I think that there's a lot more work and attention focused to being on YouTube. And then I might have to spend like more than 5 years at this point, which I'll talk about later. I would have to spend more than this 5 years on this channel to sort of get it up to a point where the brand of RozaldVaneGAME could be popular. But I think that a lot of the times when I started this channel, I think a lot of it was because I wanted to, well, at first it was the problem of productivity. I wanted to be productive, and this channel was the great way to give me some way to produce something. I didn't want it to be like I was bored playing games and then doing nothing. Just come home from school, play games. And then another huge influence was the fact that my current state of like schooling was kind of like community college. I was just like, oh, this is kind of like boring. I can't do it anymore. I just can't take over the stress, or I wasn't interested in the topics being discussed. But little did I know that that was all about to change when I changed my pathway of careers to game development. And so I'm no longer like super depressed about what I'm doing. I'm actually interested in doing game development and being better at it. So that's why next summer I'm going to be focusing on game development stuff. So I'm going to probably most likely have most of my summer taken over by featuring my career in a sense. But if I do come back a month early or two, like if I have like half the summer left to do, I will push this channel forward with some new content, but that will be up till the summer that comes in 2019. So summer 2019 might not happen, who knows, and I'll probably have it where it will be like a Roz on break video where it's like summer or winter 2019 that I come back. But I don't really know at the moment, because it's hard to say at this point, because it's a year from now, so I can't really say so much. So yeah, it's technically bad news for you guys, but good news for me in general, or a good plan for me and bad news for you guys in general. So that's the idea for next summer. Anyways, all the bad news are out of the window. Goodbye, bad news. Alright, so let's get into the good news and the good updates and the updates in general. I want to start with the 5-year thing. I talked about this just now. 5 years. This channel, RozaldVaneGAME, has existed for almost 5 years now. By the time of July, I'll be hitting the 5-year mark. It's really cool that this channel has lasted 5 years. We've made 3,000 videos. I mean, we're about that 3,000 videos. I was double checking to see if I made 3,000, and I was making 3,000 videos in a year, in 5 years or so. It's really incredible that I've made that much, but it's because I wanted to push out a lot of like experiences that I've made with playing games and sharing the experiences with you guys. It's one of the pinnacles stuff that I wanted to do, which was to just share the moment of games and sort of have fun with it. I think that I might have probably not been having fun, probably because I wasn't thinking about it as much, but yeah, it's been 5 years basically. It's just kind of crazy. So I wanted to make this I wanted to celebrate the 5 years in some way or fashion, but I just couldn't come up with a good idea. I used to come up with like crazy ideas about what I want to do, but they always seems to be like overdoing it. Like I don't have enough time to do it. I just had too much focus on making videos for games that I've been playing and that I needed to finish, because I really wanted to focus on finishing some of the games so I can play more games, because I really love playing games and I don't like being held back from that. So I was wondering if you guys, the viewers, subscribers, or new viewers, if you guys ever come across some kind of clip that you like, please comment down below the title of the video, like copy and paste, like highlight the whole title, highlight the whole title, copy and paste that, put it in the comment box, and put the timestamp from beginning and end. Don't give me this video timestamp, and like, don't use this video as an example. Don't use the whole video as an example, because that's not cool. And if it's something like just me walking across the screen for like 5 seconds, like a 5-second clip of me just walking across the screen and nothing really interesting happens, I'm not going to include it either. But if it's something cool that you liked, like me doing something cool on the in-game, or me doing something funny in-game, or me saying something stupid and just like, wait, did I just say that? Because I think those are the kind of clips that I would probably appreciate and like to put into a compilation. I'll also feature the name tag that you guys have, the username and the video for the clip it, when it comes to putting it all together. And then yeah, it'll be released on the day of the 5th year anniversary, so it'll be probably you guys will have like 2 months time to figure out which clips you like and then post it in. Only one per person, of course. I forgot that is really important. One per person. If you guys have a certain clip you love a lot, or like a lot, or really wanted to share with others, by all means, please share the title and the clip it's for me, or down below for me, and I will edit them together by the time of July, and then we'll see what happens then. If it goes up to an hour long, by all means, that's great, because that's something I didn't really expect a lot of people would do. But if it's just a 5-minute clip, then by all means, okay, whatever. I'll just take it. Or if it's just a few seconds, then merp. So anyways, that's the plan for 5-year anniversary. If there's anything else celebration-wise, I don't think there'll ever be, because it's difficult for me to figure out some other ways of celebrating. So yeah, or I'll just do like a RozVlog 5-year anniversary thing. Wouldn't matter much, because I always do a celebration of some sort, like a milestone celebration in a RozVlog. So who knows? It could be that too. Next good news. Consoles. I am not a super duper big guy on consoles. I've been playing a lot of PC games versus console games, and that's why I made the move to play a lot of the Assassin's Creed that I don't no, not Assassin's Creed, playing the new Assassin's Creed and new Ubisoft games on the PC version rather than consoles, or playing just like newer games on PC versus the consoles version. Unless it's a console exclusive, then by all means I will have to play it on the console. So speaking of console, I am planning on buying a PS4. That is a upcoming thing that I'm going to be doing. And with the PS4 comes new games to play. So I am planning on getting the Uncharted series. I plan on getting the infamous Second Son. I wanted to get Until Dawn, God of War series, and Gravity Rush. I wanted to get all these games from the PS4 because they were they were technically exclusive to the PS4, and I wanted to purchase them specifically because I've been wanting to play them. They're just amazingly good games, and I just can't access them because I didn't buy a PS4 previously. I bought an Xbox One instead, but I'm not disappointed in the Xbox One. It's just not enough exclusive stuff. I do have a few games from the Xbox One that I still plan on getting, but I still just haven't gotten around to getting them yet, because I keep thinking about getting other games instead of the Xbox One exclusives. I still need to get ReCore. Gears 4 I think is another one. I do have the Gears collection, so I should have started that somehow before, but I guess I didn't. I still need to get the Halo Chief, Master Chief collection. I still want to get that, but I just never came around getting it because I don't visit a GameStop often anymore, or I don't look at a game store as much as I usually would, or look up online any game stuff that I want to buy. So I just kind of I always focus on only PC games only, so it's just it's hard for me to figure out console stuff that I want to get. But in general, that's the plan. So PS4 coming up soon, and you can expect a new series from me playing with my PS4. I think the first series in line will probably be the Uncharted series, because I really want to get into that. If not that, then maybe Gravity Rush. One of those two would be one of my upcoming series that I want to try getting into this summer. and hopefully completing this summer. If not this summer, then maybe another time, maybe next winter, or this coming winter, or next winter. But in general, I want to get into that because those are fantastic games. Moving on to the last good news, I think, or the last update for the channel. And that last update is the change in the schedule for this summer. So I've been thinking about this for quite some time already. I took this last 4 months and thought about it because of the changes in the YouTube stuff. The partnership was a big influence. The stuff I was watching was another big influence for me, and the things that I've been doing in school, it has been a big influence for me. I think that this last news and update is important to me because I want to try it out. It's kind of blowing myself out of the water for something different. So the plan is to have almost the same exact schedule, but something smally, like something very, very minuscule that's different. So if you haven't known, I will be editing, like when I'm editing my videos, I upload like about 4 to 7 videos in that day if I'm doing editing. So that will still continue. When I'm recording, 2 to 4 videos will be uploaded. That's going to continue as well. Saturday and Sunday, I will be doing something a little different. Nothing guaranteed on Saturday yet, but Sunday I want to talk about first. So Sunday, I am planning on making a design video, video game design video, because I was inspired by channels Design Doc and the channel of Mark Brown's Gamers Toolkit. If you haven't seen them, I'll put a link down below. Two channels, those two channels are interesting. They give kind of like a good insight to like the game design stuff, and I wanted to do something similar because it kind of made me think, you know, if I want to hone in my skill of thinking about design, maybe I can examine games as like not like an avid gamer, because I think that Design Doc is being looked as like an avid gamer examining the game design, while Mark Brown is a news journalist, a game journalist who's looking into the game design. For me, I'm more of a hybrid of the avid gamer and a student gamer, or a student game developer, and like trying to examine in my way how I would see some certain games and how they are designed. I do want to have that kind of thing so I can learn how to explain myself better in terms of design. And of course, it would open up conversation to those who are like interested in game design. If not that, then maybe kind of open up the ways of like those who are very, very like avid on trying to get into understanding their games better, or seeing what's fun in the game, or learning something new in general. So the plan was probably to make videos like either examining a certain level in a game, or talking about the narrative of the game, or even just like a certain type of like thing that's being made from the game. I don't know. I know what topic I have. The first topic I have in lineup is just Sunday will be the day where I will try to see if it works or not. I'm not going to talk about the topic yet. I want to leave it till it be a surprise. For those of you don't know what the topic is, I can give you a hint. Actually, no, I don't think it's a hint. It's not even going to be a strong hint at all, actually. I think it's just a topic that I did during my school time. It wasn't a very huge topic. I think it's a topic that's very generalized, and it was interesting, and I thought that I could explore more into it. But I wanted to kind of put it in a video form and see how that goes. If it doesn't work, then I know I'm going to try something different. But it will probably be around that kind of thing for Sunday, where I will try to take the whole day and do that kind of video and then upload it by the end of Sunday. If not, then I will probably push it back into a week further ahead, meaning the next summer, or not next summer, next Sunday, and then upload it on that Sunday and then continue off of whatever is next. So Sunday will be the day where I'll do these experimental game design videos, where I will be talking about mechanics and design and narrative and everything that I want in terms of like just games in general. So it will require that I do a lot of research, and hopefully not hurt myself from not doing enough research and providing enough sources. So that will be a good way to train myself to be better at what I do in the future, of course. But Saturday, this is the one that's kind of rocky at the moment because I still haven't figured it out. But I am planning on going back to streaming, and streaming on Twitch, of course. I want to stream again. I mean, I did stream back in 2015, like spring, but I just quit doing it because of the toxic response from viewers, and like, I don't know. I mean, it might not be as different as it was, I think, because there probably are people who are still trying to go around looking for small streamers and just like hurting their feelings about it. And I mean, I'm not super butthurt, it's just I'm not interested in that kind of thing, but who knows. I plan on getting back into streaming, and the main pinnacle point of streaming will most likely be on multiplayer games. I'm gonna try not to play Dota 2 for the multiplayer games. Like, I don't want to include that in the list of games that I want to play for the multiplayer. It's not because I hate Dota, it's because I feel like there isn't a general audience who are interested in watching that. I think there's more people who are like interested in all sorts of multiplayer games, or that's what I'm probably trying to hit, is that I want to play all different types of multiplayer games and sort of give it a chance, because through my channel I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. I do play a few, but with friends at most, but some of them will be like multiplayer games that will probably be like Fortnite or Hearthstone or something of the sort. So like, the plan right now is basically just to start on one multiplayer game of my choosing, and then I will have a wheel at the end of the stream where I'll just spin it, and then whichever it lands will be the next following week's stream's like game. So like, if let's say there was a list like Roblox, Hearthstone, so on and so forth, like if it's a game, it's mostly a game that's either free or the one that I own on my library, and then I'll just put it on the list, and then the viewers can also add in some of them if they know that I own a certain multiplayer game. And then we'll spin the wheel, and then whatever lands will be the next week's stream, and then it'll do the same again for the next week's stream. And if it lands on the same game, sure, why not? I don't really, it wouldn't matter. And the stream would last about 3 to 5 hours. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm planning on doing it on a Saturday morning from 9 or 10 to like 1 or 2. Like, that would be like my lunchtime, I guess. But in general, yeah, that was the idea that I wanted to do for Saturday, but currently that is unknown because I still need to do a lot of testing because of the fact that I don't know if my internet's gonna crap out on me, because there are times before where I had trouble with internet and the stream goes down and I don't know that, and so I don't want to have that problem again. And I need to test to see if the formatting would be good. If it's bad, then of course, yeah. So I might do a pilot stream episode thing, and then I will also, yeah, and then another plan was to get a stream highlight by the end of that day as well. So I would want to upload 2 videos, only 1 videos for Saturday and Sunday, but they both would be entirely categorized as like the stream and the specialty video. So that would be the idea for what those 2 are going to bring on the table. Lastly, the 5 days, Monday through Friday. The schedule will be, of course, the same with the recording and editing day. I just didn't pull that earlier. I just left it at the end for some reason. But yeah, that will be that. If Saturday or Sunday ends up being a day where I don't do those 2 things in terms of what I wanted to do, then it will be covered by the normal editing and recording days. So yeah, that would be the case if those 2 end up not panning out to what I wanted to do. So we'll see. I mean, I've always experimented on this channel. Like, I've done Roz Q&A, and that was kind of fun to a certain point because there wasn't enough people garnering around it. So I just thought, okay, well, that's not good enough. Well, let's try something else. Or I would do like a Rozcast, which I'm gonna plan on doing again, so that's another thing. Oh yeah, that should be part of the good news. Rozcast will be coming back very soon, probably somewhere in May. We don't know, we'll see. And I'll probably invite the same people, maybe even different people, hopefully, but who knows, we'll see. Things can change, things can change, and things might not change depending on how things go. And of course, additional news on top of that, I forgot. I am planning on playing Pokemon MMO again, and you're wondering who am I playing this with. I'm again playing with Bile. It's not guaranteed yet. He did contact me over somewhere in the middle of April or early April, I forgot which one, talking about him wanting to do Pokemon MMO with me, because I did announce to him that the Pokemon MMO finally implemented the black and white version of Pokemon. What's funny is that I haven't played black and white. I've only touched on it a little bit, but that's it. Like, I never really went and played black and white. I think the last game I played was Diamond and Pearl. Well, Diamond specifically, because that's the last Pokemon game I owned, and that was the last Pokemon I actually even tried going into. But black and white will be different, and it goes up 5 generations. I mean, we've played Emerald version, and I've played Kanto version with Pika. If you haven't seen those series, maybe they might be at the end of the video for the, what's it call it? I don't know. They're not. Are they thumbnails? Yeah. Well, I'll call them thumbnails for now. Like, you'll see them at the end of this video at the thumbnails, and yeah, I'm planning on going into playing black and white with Bao, and I think we might have an extra person playing with us. Who knows? But in general, that's the plan for the friends. I don't know if there's any more people who are interested in collaborating with me. That is one that I've been looking into for a while. Just, it never seems to happen because nobody's interested, or that I seem kind of, I don't know, like I seem kind of like the channel who plays single player games a lot more than multiplayer. But who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe I might make a new friend while streaming. Who knows? But in general, that's it for me today in the RozVlog. Glad that it took as long as I did. I don't know if it's gonna be bad if it's at this length, but in general, I covered all I need to cover, and that's great. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you guys haven't yet, and yeah, hope to see you guys again in any of my series. I am going to continue recording into today, and hopefully getting the recording and editing stuff going. Again, Saturday might be a streaming day, don't know yet. It might be a testing day, so I might not upload anything. And then same goes for Sunday, I might not be uploading anything because I'm still formatting my ideas out before putting up the video itself. So it might take a little bit of time before I actually do any of that, or get them rolling as they are. So other than that, thank you guys for watching, and yeah, Roz out.